Gather around, Island lovers. It's Demi and Jasmine with your fire pit chat. Your daily dose of all things Love Island.
Everyone, welcome back. We are recapping episode 42 and 43. Okay, there's a lot of intel on your nails and hair. We got so many DMs. We got so many comments. Yeah.
I'm so excited.
So in the earlier seasons, like when Paige was there, the only time they ever got their hair and makeup done was the finale.
Okay.
Now, and I think they were able to go out of the villa because it wasn't big.
Okay.
But now that Love Island's big, they don't, Saturdays are free, but they have a nail tech and a hair person come like every couple of weeks. So like that's why girls like have like they fix their extensions, their lashes, their hair, and their nails.
Wow, that's nice.
Right?
Yeah.
But I never noticed girls' hairs being done because sometimes I'm like, this blonde needs her hair done.
Exactly. Like, I haven't really noticed the girls' hair. The guys' hair, for sure, they get clipped. Maybe the girls don't trust someone random with their hair or something. True. But just to have my nails, like, to know my nails will be done would give me peace of mind. If I was going on Love Island, like, I couldn't do it, not knowing if my nails couldn't get done. Like, that is one thing for me I couldn't do.
Apparently, they don't do it for US, though, so.
Dang.
Yeah. And I feel like US is hotter, but they are in, where are they? Where
Fiji.
Are they? That's where they are right now?
I think so, for this current season. But before they were in Hawaii.
Like US or
US.
UK?
US.
No, where's UK?
UK's in somewhere in Spain.
Like, where's Mallorca?
Spain.
Okay. Never been, so. Actually, I went to Barcelona once. That was like the worst time of my life. Literally went with. Did I tell you that story?
No.
Where I went when I studied abroad in France, and like these 3 guys were going to Barcelona, and they're like, I was literally thinking about this yesterday. And I'm like, why would they ask me to go? And like, why was I like, yeah, like that sounds safe. Like, literally the worst time in my life. Split a hostel with them. Like, no privacy, dude. It was the worst. They stole my camera.
Oh my god.
And sold it, like, pawned it off when they went to Paris. Like, a nice digital, my dad's, like, Canon. Like,
oh my god.
Dude, like, fuck them. And I didn't even get to see, like, Barcelona, like, the beach and shit. I was stuck with this fat fucking loser who wanted to get with me. And I'm like, dude, there's, on what planet do me and you think I have, like, get the fuck away from me. Oh my god, dude.
Oh my god, anyway. That's a horror story.
I know, right? Did you watch the episode Sundays today or yesterday?
I watched half of it yesterday, half of it today.
The way I say I'm not gonna watch and 9 o'clock comes and it's fucking on, dude. Like, I can't, like, I itch for it, dude. Like, but yesterday's episode, we had, basically the premise was that game, which was a great game.
Yeah. Really
like,
good.
Finally. I feel like it was like the closest thing we'll get to Twitter challenge.
I'll take it.
Yeah. yeah. So first, Rueben gets mad at Grace. He got mad at her for her speech. Wouldn't let her eat breakfast first.
That Reuben gave me the ick.
That was insane. She's like, she poured like 1 cereal in her bowl, and it's like, dude, why couldn't that have waited? Like, that's so weird. And now anything you have to say is weird.
Yeah, I feel like it was like Reuben wants to be in control, so it was like a control, like a power dynamic thing. Like, no, actually, let's talk now before you eat. Like, he's just so scared of Grace pieing him off, but he looks like that just grossed me out. Now, I don't care anything about what Reuben, he could be the cutest guy on the planet Earth. Like, I hate him now. Like, he just grossed me out.
Yeah, I feel like it was like his ego got bruised when she was like, can I eat first? And he's like he felt like an idiot standing there, and then he just like needed to double down. Yeah, like it was like she kind of was like, I'm still open to get to know other people in the speech. Then he's like, let's chat. And she's like, okay, can I eat first? So she's like not really like dying to chat with him. So he's like, if Reuben was smart, he would have been like, all right, fuck it. Like, come to me when you're ready, and just like ignore her for the rest of the day. If he had a brain cell to rub together. But instead he played like the loser route. Like, actually, don't eat your cereal now. Let's talk. And then like they talked and they didn't say anything. Like, he just, And she just got more annoyed.
Exactly. Like, you just gave her the ick.
Yeah. But did it give her the ick? Like, do you think?
I don't know. Grace is hard to read. Like, I think she's into Rueben for now, but it's coming to the point where, like, that's not good enough anymore. We're, like, nearing the end of this thing. Like, let's wrap it up. So.
Yeah. Yeah. She, I mean, although, like, her speech was kind of weird. Like, why did you say that?
It was so unnecessary. And I would have been on Ruben's side if after the speech he moved differently.
How?
Like, if he just, like, was more earnest, being like, that kind of hurt my feelings. Like, why, like, what did you mean by that? You know, like, obviously we're open, we're not closed off, but, like, just the need to say it made me feel like you were, like, taking me down a peg. Like, I would have had more respect for that rather than just, like, his ego talking.
He, like, kissed her in bed and stuff and then just woke up and said it. But I get, like, sleeping on it and, like, I don't know. That was all so weird. But the game was amazing. Joey was moving mad. What is happening with him? That whole Grace and Joey thing was so weird. Like, it was giving Joey, you're not over it.
Yeah.
And it's like what she said. It's like, you don't want me to be okay with it.
100%. That is what it is. He wants her to be pining for him. That's simply.
Right. Do you think he, like, wants her still?
I think he wants her to want him, but he, like, maybe he
doesn't want her.
Yeah, like, maybe he'd backslide a little bit here and again, but it's not like he wants her to be his number one.
Right. Yeah, and the way that Jesse's kind of gets walked all over from him. But that's what he wants, I guess.
Yeah. And Jesse has all the information. So, like, this is what she's choosing to do with it. Like, Jesse knows how he treated Grace. Jesse knows how he treated Sam. Jesse knows everything. And she's still, like, willing to be a part of it. So, like, that's on Jesse at this point. Like,
so bizarre that she was saying that Grace and her are, like, best friends. And then, like, the first couple you're gonna ghost is Grace.
Like, that was so weird to me.
It was so weird. Like, and I'm like, what is happening? So, like, you're just friends with Grace in this villa? Like, that is just weird. You're fake.
Is that, like, are you trying to be friends with Grace so that she doesn't want to go back to Joey?
Right. Like, we should be questioning why Jesse's friends with Grace.
Exactly. That's my opinion.
Because Grace has truly, like, handled herself really well with that whole thing. I would have gone ape shit.
100%. If I'm taking this, like, as it's presented to me, it does look like Grace is so over the Joey thing, like, doesn't even think twice about it.
Yeah.
So I'm not really sure why Jesse would feel the need to, like, double down on Grace. Like, she could have went, like, a cleaner route and just picked, like, literally anybody else. Like, literally anybody else.
It's so funny how honest all of them were.
Yeah, it's so crazy. It's so crazy to me when they answer so honestly, because it's just, like, couldn't be me, the people pleaser. Like, I would take the easy way out every single time. They act like they're hooked up to a lie detector, and, like,
I know
they act like a CIA agent is questioning them. Like, they have no shame. It's so funny.
Yeah, it's like they don't care about the repercussions for after.
Not at all.
A lot on Jessica and Ayo, and this Mimii thing.
Bro. Like, I've lost my patience for this little storyline. Like, it's gone on way too long. Like, perhaps they need to start cutting seasons a little bit shorter, because after, like, a week after Casa, once everything kind of simmers down, like, we're really just all waiting for it to end. Like,
that's true.
Either push Casa back.
Like, 6 weeks would be great.
Yeah. Like, I think they either should push Casa back a week or something, because, like, now it's just, like, they're literally grasping at straws trying to make, like, drama. And that's what I really do think this Mimii-Ayo, Jessica, Josh thing is, like, turning into at this point.
But she like keeps saying this weird thing of, like, our feelings have been put aside for now. Like, she keeps saying put aside for now. What does that mean? Like, I think that, like, what is now though?
Exactly. Like, I do think Ayo is more into Jessica. I think Mimii always kind of had it's not closed off for Mimii. Like, she never had the closure. So I think she would be willing to give it a shot, and Ayo does breadcrumb her. but she does say these things like, the feelings won't go away, but we're trying to have respect for the situations we're in now. Like, she is really just putting a pause button on Ayo, which doesn't make sense, exactly. Right? Because if you're going to act on it, like, why not act on it now? That's my one feeling with Mimi. My second feeling with Mimi is, like, I just think no one's saying the truth except for Sean, that it's like, Mimi has feelings for you, point blank. She's into you, Ayo. And everyone else is just, like, kind of, like, beating around the bush with that. Like, no one's really sitting Mimi down and being like, you seem like you don't want things to end with Ayo.
It's like the only person who did was Nicole, and she'll never say it out loud.
Right. It's like no one's saying this to Mimi, I feel like. So it's like there's all this confusion. Jessica's being like, is Ayo being one way with Mimi versus one way with me? Which he probably is. But I'm just saying it would be a lot clearer if Mimi was like, listen, I'm still open to seeing where it could go with Ayo. But she's like being coy. She's saying, every time we talk, our conversations naturally go flirty. I'm like, barely. Like, I just don't see it.
Me neither. I don't see it. Maybe it's because, well, we didn't see it before, honestly. We didn't. We knew Ayo would turn. This episode, Josh has really put his foot in his mouth, because the way that he's at, it's just a walking red flag. Like, this girl you barely know, and you're so possessive and territorial over her. Like, I'm sorry, you have no leg to stand on. Like, and I get not wanting to be made a fool, and I feel like this is like all this is ego on Josh's part.
Yeah, but it is like you're saying, it's just so red flag. There's one way to have your ego bruised and not be like a possessive loser. Like, really, him and Rueben are just like two losers to me right now. I don't know, they're like both grossing me out so bad. Like, I just don't like the way they're moving. You're so fresh into this villa, and like to act like you have possession of anything or anyone, like you are delusional and you're a loser. And Josh, like kissing Grace.
I've never heard the word loser so much from you.
But that's how I feel about them. Like, I genuinely feel they give me the ick cringe to the max. Like,
I'm just like, I'm not like, I'm unfazed by them.
I know, I feel so strongly. Like, I don't know, I don't think anyone else feels as strongly as me, but like they're my least favorite, like by a mile. And I just think, like, Josh kissed Grace in the challenge and said some like crazy stuff about kissing her. And then you're going to be all up in arms about Mimi kissing Ayo, like the only person she has genuine feelings.
Mimi kissing Ayo was fucking batshit crazy.
But that speaks to Mimi's intentions, I think. Mimi wants to get back with Ayo.
It's so insane.
No, it was moving me mad. That was savage. That was savage.
That's crazy, dude. And like Ayo marrying Mimi.
What is wrong with these people? Like, these people literally can't lie for like the sake of humanity. Like, they're literally like, well, this is who I would marry. Like, Josh being like, I would like be their with inner Grace subconscious, like. I'm like, you can keep some things to yourself.
I know, right? It's like every thought they think, they just say.
Oh my God, it's so crazy.
Yeah, so to wrap up the Ayo, Mimi, and Josh, Mimi asks Ayo to go on the thing, and she's like crawling. So I'm like, that's crazy. Like, what is happening?
Yeah, like, she wants to talk to Ayo in private. I think she's gonna tell Ayo she like has feelings that she wants to act on.
Yeah. And Matilda was telling Jessica, and I feel like this was straight up news to Jessica.
Yeah, that makes me wonder, like, are the girls not really talking to Jessica? Because like Jessica is like the last one to know everything. Like, she didn't know Mimi and Ayo talked. She didn't know. I'm like, what is Jessica doing? Like, what? How is she spending her time in this villa?
It's like she's there, but I honestly feel like every girl loves Mimi so much that they just don't want to talk about Mimi's situation. Like, they respect Mimi too much.
Yeah, that's a fact.
But Matilda was like backing Sean about it, and Sean's only going off of what Ayo was saying, which he was saying to every dude. Like, I don't know. I guess we'll see how that goes. It's just crazy. Like, if I do think that they're not. I don't know. Do I think Ayo is not going for Mimi because of not to hurt Jessica? I think that's why maybe. I don't know, actually.
I don't think Ayo, like, is
I think Ayo has the is dealing the cards. And so if he wants to open the door to Mimi, it's open.
Absolutely. That's 100% I agree with. I don't think Ayo does anything like considering another girl's feelings over his wants at this time in his life, you know? Like I think what Ayo wants, Ayo does, simply put.
Yeah, exactly.
I think Ayo genuinely likes Jessica more than Mimi. I'm not saying he doesn't like Mimi. I'm just saying that's who's like winning it out in the battle right now, you know?
Have you ever liked two people at once?
Me personally, no. Like liked, like no. Like liked, no. But have been in a situation where like I should like this guy, but this guy treats me like shit. So I talk to both of them. Like, yeah, you know what I mean?
Yeah, I can think of a scenario, but it's like I only was like entertaining the other dude because like Mike didn't open the door for me yet.
You That's know what I mean? I'm saying. Exactly. Yeah. It's like you're waiting for this guy who's being a dick.
Right.
But then there's this other guy who's like filling your time, like he's actually hanging out with you, like making plans with you. Like, and like instead of just being bored sitting at home, you're like, all right, I'm gonna go out with this guy, you know?
Exactly.
But did I like the two of them at once? No, I liked only one, you know?
Did I? I don't know.
But it's like, it's not like I disliked the other boy. He just like,
yeah.
There wasn't space
like
for me
crush,
to like him.
A crush.
Yeah. Like,
or like a cute little,
or like a, like a flirty little, like we have fun. I'm not like grossed out by him.
Yeah. Like a flirty banter.
Yeah. Like go out. Like.
That's what Mimi is to Ayo. Just like a flirt.
Exactly. And like she's kind of easy. Like you can go out, make out with her one night, but then like your guy calls you and you like ditch him at the club, you know, to go with.
True, exactly.
Like that's Mimi. And Jessica is who's calling Ayo, and Ayo is like hopping in an Uber to go meet up with Jessica.
Right, because Jessica will rain like hell on you, and Mimi will just be chill.
Exactly. And boys know that.
That's so true. Okay, so then we have Joey kissing Nicole.
Another like just like weird fucking move by Joey. I didn't get the point of that. Like
Joey's so weird, and he's like honestly embarrassing Jessie.
I think so too. And like you look weird. Like Joey, you are actually so embarrassing.
You look
it's
weird.
Pathetic. Like genuinely. This
is so
like,
embarrassing.
I can't figure Joey out. These past two episodes, I'm just like, is he just trying to make like airtime or something?
Yes. I think the producers are like, hey Joey, go do this.
Yeah. And Joey's like, all right, no problem.
Joey, wouldn't it be funny if you did this?
He's like, all right, mate, I'll do you one better. I'll kiss Nicole. Like they probably told him to kiss like
literally.
Yeah.
But yeah, his comments, he's just a talker. He's just like a shit talker.
But he's all words, no action.
Exactly. Yeah, I don't know. I can't figure him out. I guess that's it.
That's all she wrote.
Any last words?
My boss texts me and I'm like actually shitting my pants, but
okay, yeah, so it's time to go.
It's time to go.
Thank you guys all for listening to Fire for Chat, your daily dose of all things Love Island. I'm your host, Demi, and this is Jasmine. We appreciate you listening. If you're watching on YouTube, feel free to subscribe and give this video a thumbs up. We're also available as a podcast wherever you get your podcasts, so be sure to leave us a 5-star review and share with your fellow island lover, and we'll see you tomorrow.
Bye!